this would happen regarding the Princess of Wales. Princess Catherine, of course, currently residing in the London Clinic, getting herself fit and well, and hopefully for a full return far faster than the 3 months that was first speculated. But you see, the bigger problem, unlike, say, His Majesty the King, King Charles III, was he was very swift to point out exactly what was wrong with him. Some people sort of said, well, there's a little bit too much information. I don't know about you. I think it was a brave thing to do, and it got people talking. And as I pointed out at the very start of this health scare for the royals, it really got people to shut up and stop speculating as to what could be wrong with the 75-year-old king. As he knew, the moment you hit a certain age, and we all know this, don't we, ladies and gentlemen, that people start to put you in a box. Oh, he's unfit, he can't do it, he should resign, retire, all that sort of stuff, Now, Catherine, of course, is from a different league. A vibrant young woman who's still at the peak of health and, has no obvious health problems. But now it's been, shall we say, revealed, and I'll tell you the background to this very quickly, that in fact, it's nothing to do with sort of an operation, etc. It's all to do with a mental breakdown. Let me explain. Morning, Neil Sean here. Nice to see you. All right, thank you so much. Lovely to have your company. I'll wave again. Sorry, I know. Keep getting told off. Welcome one and all brand new subscribers. Thank you so much for your support, your kindness. And I know I often point this out, be kind to each other. Remember, all of this is free. There's no tip jar, no memberships. We don't want any money from you. We just want nice, clean interaction. No swear words, no asterisks, and no promoting of other channels. I certainly am not interested in hearing other people's opinions. I bring you the news first and exclusive. Now, what's interesting here is simply this. As I told you, and I mentioned this on a couple of news channels that I worked on, the problem that Catherine has is that if you don't mention what's wrong with you, and it's the same really in life, isn't it? Have you noticed that? If Mr. So-and-so or Mrs. So-and-so goes in hospital, the neighbourhood watch brigade, oh yes, I heard he got this, yes, all that, that type of thing. And it's no different in the world of the media. But you see, as I also pointed out on those channels, if you don't tell the world, particularly when you're in a position of media, expose, if you like Catherine, people then speculate. And I also pointed out it wouldn't take long for the media to start to twist and bully Catherine into submission. And that's really what this is. You see, this started off with a alleged royal expert who basically claimed that Catherine wasn't necessarily just in hospital for the routine operation. Oh no. Apparently she was in there because of a mental, shall we say, breakdown, to put it loosely. They alluded to this particular story. Now, it's incredible to think, as I pointed out, there's a lady there who is incredibly hardworking, whatever people think behind the scenes, the mother of 3 young children, and of course the wife to the future king. Very busy on the royal rota, whatever people suggest. They do things behind the scenes via Zoom and all sorts of interactions. Let me 100% dispel this myth. There is no mental breakdown. This literally is a completely made-up story to try and expose Catherine literally to saying what's truly wrong with her. I think it's despicable, to be honest, because you should be allowed the level of privacy. But now, of course, this is going to be a problem for the palace, as this story will escalate around the world and they'll have to point out at some form that this is not the case. But again, this is really pushed forward by journalists who want you to click onto their particular brand or product and indeed start to speculate truly what's wrong. As I told you before, right at the beginning of this health scare, yes, Catherine has had, like all senior members of the British monarchy, an ordinary amount of sort of stress piled onto her by 2 people across the pond. But it's not enough to break her, and there's certainly no mental breakdown. Rest assured of that. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.